already have Mac Jones on the roster. Cough, Rosen, cough. The next comment was from the Traveler. He says, exactly, Rosen is Mac without the dad bod. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into Mac Jones.
I'll give you my Mac Jones take, but
Okay.
but let's address this really quickly. He's better than Josh Rosen right now, and I'll tell you why. It's because Mac Jones, say what you will about him, people call him immobile, unathletic, all this other stuff. He's not a statue in the pocket. He moves around and he's willing to get to those right spots. And look, I'm not going to be the most positive guy about Mac Jones. I would consider myself kind of middle of the road with him, but I think he's better than Rosen at this point. And to me, he's just watching him execute that Alabama offense, what he did. I do buy that he's maybe the most pro ready out of these four guys, and I think to me it would just take it would be easier for him to get there than it would be for the other guys, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. While I think some of the other guys could definitely get there, no question. I'm a huge Justin Fields believer, I really am, but I think he's going to have the easiest time getting from that college to that pro style of offense, and he's going to adjust the quickest to me. But let's talk about Mac Jones. The biggest thing for me after I looked at everything, after I did my evaluation, is that I just don't think Kyle Shanahan traded 3 first-round picks for, at best, Kirk Cousins. And, you even said it yourself earlier. That's the comparison. That's what everyone's talking about with him. And to me, I don't think he's quite Kirk Cousins, like you're saying. I think he's really good. But why would you trade all that draft capital to go and get a guy who's going to be year after year at best like the 12th to 20th best quarterback? That's just Jimmy Garoppolo all over again, except he's actually going to play 17 games. 17, by the way, just so everyone remembers. We all got to catch up, right?
Yeah, we're playing the Bengals this year. That's the 17th game.
Yeah. And the biggest thing for me that I struggle with for Mac Jones, especially the difference between him, even Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, is he had an all-star team, man. Like not just an all-star team, he had the best team out of all these guys. Let's talk about it first. He had 4 first-round wide receivers, and not just like first-round wide receivers, like 2 of the top 3 guys taken in both of those drafts. That means a lot. Jedrick Wills was taken by the Browns in last year's draft. 2 of their offensive linemen, even one of them who completely he destroyed his knee, right? The center. He's still going to get taken in the second round. There are other tackles going to get taken in the second round. So, man, he played with an all-star team and Najee Harris, who I didn't even mention, right? Yeah. We're talking about 5 first-round weapons and 3 day 1, day 2 offensive linemen. So to me, he's like one of the hardest evaluations. But people talk about the pro day. I don't think that should sway you one way or the other. I think you already knew he wasn't in good shape. Like let's just be honest.
Yeah,
that people.
I make fun of the dad bod. I say, well, actually, Jeff on my show had the best comment ever. He said, "Mac Jones swims with the t-shirt on." Like, we all know that guy, and that's definitely Mac Jones. So I thought it was a great comment. I've used it quite a few times myself. I love the comment.
Well, and Jesse,
it doesn't change how good he is or is not.
It doesn't. But let's be real. You and I are in better shape than Mac Jones.
Let's
be real here, man.
My best days are behind me. Let me be clear about that.
He could just eat a few less sandwiches, I think.
For sure.
But I was impressed with Mac Jones. He's not like the strong arm guy, right? He's not gonna will it in there like Zach Wilson or Justin Fields will, right? But he makes up for it with his anticipation and his ability to read the field and understand what's going on at all times. To me, he just seems like he had a better grip on his offense than almost any of the quarterbacks in this draft, and he had almost the least amount of time. So for me, that's really impressive. He's able to pick it up really quickly, and that's why I kept saying earlier, like, I think he's going to have the easiest time adjusting. And hey, we know he wears number 10. We can easily get rid of that guy who wears number 10 and just throw him right in there, right? And we know he's going to play games, so at least more than Jimmy. So I think for me, the best thing, if you're looking at Mac Jones, is he allows his playmakers to go out and make plays. He really puts them in a good position to go out and make the best play at any time. Sure. And he does a really great job of just even pushing it downfield. Like, even though he doesn't have the strongest arm, like I said, he'll throw outside the numbers. You'll see him do things like that. So yeah, I was really impressed with him.